linebacker, Brian Scott. Having been raised in the Philadelphia area, a product of Central West East High School and Pennsylvania State University, I'm very happy to announce that with the 63rd pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, Buffalo Bills select Deion Dawkins, tackle at Temple University. I like this player. No offense to Jordan Mills, I think he'll be playing right tackle. I really do. I think will be because he played for the Bears. He was on and off in terms of his play. Granted, he can kick in the guard. There's no doubt about that. But I think there are issues of running the football. What they want to do, he's a perfect fit for running the football. And you know a lot about him. He won the offensive lineman of the week award down there. And your thoughts?
Yes, now that he's a tough player. Long arms can bend his knees. I went to one of the games here against Memphis on Thursday. Watched him in the pregame warm-up. And Pat, what really jumped out to you is the combination of the quick feet and the powerful hands. And you see the arm length here. Like, okay, even though he's under 6'5", he perhaps can stay at left tackle. I think ultimately he'll be on the right side or inside of the Norman. He's a good football player with his best years. He has the talent left tackle to be able to pull out of that because he's got enough talent to go in first. And we talked to his coach about it, Rule, and his coach said, you're absolutely right. Start at left tackle, he'll make it. Well, Corey Glenn will be man in that spot, so I just think to me, just Jordan Mills is a liability.
I am the kid in the glasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. Press sometime the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Yeah, hold on a second. Well, what game are you playing? This is blowing up everybody's Facebook. It's going into another thing. You know how you know somebody, you got about 50 of them. Yeah. Every time you do something, you playing some kind of 5-star game, 5 coins or something. Every time you do something, it goes But it goes, you guys turn the settings off or something. It goes to the
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry. You're tuned in to the
it's
NFL.
going to it's not on the right page, but you know when you
We're all set to bring
when
you
they tell you something going on,
contest
the
here
red dot.
as these two divisional
Top,
rivals
the
renew
look, yeah.
acquaintances for the
I got like
first
30 of them on mine. I know everybody else got
There's
like
always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Lions going up against the Bears.
Yeah.
With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
So second player from Western Michigan selected as well. We'll recap the second round on the other side. Get you ready for the start of the third with the Cleveland Browns picking at 65. All that when we come back to Philadelphia. Here on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Tiredness.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Misplaced items. Stop searching and start finding with Tile. The convenient.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Lost items in seconds.
They'll give it to him to line up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
Dedicated search party. Find peace of mind and join the Tile community, where over 2 million things are located every day. Go to jointile.com to get free shipping and save 30%.
Second down to the offense, needing 5
And
yards.
because Tile makes the perfect gift, for a limited time, get a free gift box with your multi-pack order.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
That's jointile.com.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's a full-speed HCM solution for your entire workforce. From hire to retire, so no employees left behind. HCM that works for your business. Learn more at drops.com/HCM.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
That works.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
7 yards remain now on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple quick steps upfield, play towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Specially approved IRS relief programs designed to aid delinquent taxpayers are now in effect. That can significantly improve your financial situation, depending on your
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense and usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Returnable for Thomas. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
So honored to be here to represent the city of Cleveland and its great fan base.
And tough starting field position here.
In the 2017 NFL Draft,
They come up in an offset arm. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they extended now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down goal after that type of a game.
Play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
66 and then 67. They traded 67 for them. They had the 2nd here, San Francisco.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now a handoff working right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll drop to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Detroit.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Here's Agula trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. To throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We brought this up before on air. I think in order to stop that, what kind of people trying to show.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this This one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's brought in by Kevin White. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Bears are going to get a first.
You break this now. You just broke this now. How you doing?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're going to look to throw. And Thomas has it. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And they'll go on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Last year where they made 8 selections and 5 of those were defensive. And the first 3 rounds this year for Baltimore, they've taken 9 defensive players in the top 4 rounds the last 2 years. Back to the podium.
Back to throw. Whistles one, it's intercepted. A quick lead and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at the 41-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they get to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Two receivers left, one to the right. They'll drop the throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. 3rd down here.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Abdullah. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Pardon the into the second quarter, I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But for the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defend you?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice. To help in run support, he's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
So this offensive unit, they now have 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught at the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4 You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Actually, just stitch together applications that don't even talk to one another.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. This will be caught at the 2. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. But clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
it's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Time run for their wideout. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Much like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. On the left side, a catch by White. Give them 11 on the game there, and it'll be first down Bears.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the offense lining up first and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think he's an outside backer, and that's how Bill Belichick's going to use him. You know, he's 4'6", had 30 on the bench, 6'9", 4'3" cone, Youngstown State ball playing. Obviously a high motor guy in that system, and 38 sacks says it all in 3 years. To me, he's a hybrid player, Pat, and I think New England did it again.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. They'll run it precise. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get...
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So happy to see him go in the third round, but there was a little bit of buzz later, and he might slip into the bottom of the first round or maybe the second round. So it's that third round.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with a Bueller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To go on 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The play clock's running down. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. One deep right side, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. I don't care if you're taking it around one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Thomas. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles. In a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let him running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You know how we get focused at the end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on third and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Procise down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Procise on the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Yes, he did. He's got better movement skills. Here we go now.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run again. This time it's a duel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll set up to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the midfield strike, they'll look nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They really don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Halfback sent in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Congratulations to you.
Precise on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Get some space. They run with Abdullah. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperate, and now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
In the Big Ten this past year. This guy, he was the star of the show. I think this guy can cook. Yeah, he can channel receivers.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Use channels pretty much every week. And